Every ancient culture described dragons: China, Mesopotamia, Scandinavia, even the Americas. Long before Hollywood made them fantasy, they were recorded as real threats. But what if these stories weren't fiction? What if dragons were based on creatures our ancestors actually saw and feared? From time immemorial, tales of mighty dragons have captivated the human imagination. These stories, passed down through generations, have painted dragons as both fearsome and majestic, creatures of immense power and mystery. They have been depicted in countless forms, from the serpentine dragons of the East to the winged, fire-breathing beasts of the West. Each culture has its own unique interpretation, yet the core essence of the dragon remains strikingly similar across the globe. These magnificent creatures, often depicted with serpentine bodies, razor-sharp claws, and scales that glisten like precious gems, have left an indelible mark on human culture. Their presence is felt in ancient myths, legends, and even in the constellations that dot our night sky. The dragon's claws, reminiscent of the talons of great birds of prey or the powerful paws of big cats, symbolize their strength and ferocity. Their fiery breath, a hallmark of their terrifying power, has been a source of awe and fear. But what if these mythical beasts were more than mere figments of our ancestors' imaginations? What if the stories of dragons were inspired by real creatures that once roamed the earth, their memories preserved in the collective consciousness of humanity? What if dragons, once considered purely mythological, were based on real creatures, their memory preserved in stories passed down through generations? Ancient manuscripts and scrolls are filled with illustrations that bear a striking resemblance to the dragons of legend. Could these be artistic interpretations of real encounters? The possibility, however remote, is intriguing. Archaeological sites around the world have unearthed remnants of creatures that defy easy classification. Could these be the remains of the dragons that once inspired such awe and reverence? Could there be a kernel of truth hidden within the fantastical narratives that have enthralled humankind for centuries? The misty forests and ancient ruins that dot our planet may hold the secrets to these ancient mysteries. Let us delve into the historical and archaeological evidence that suggests dragons may have been inspired by encounters with real animals, now lost to the mists of time. Fossils and ancient artifacts provide tantalizing clues that hint at the existence of creatures that could have inspired the dragon myth. Our journey begins with the very human fascination with dragons. From ancient murals to statues hidden in forests, the image of the dragon has been a constant companion to human civilization. Why were these creatures so universally imagined? What is it about dragons that has captured our collective psyche for so long? Cultural festivals and campfire stories continue to keep the legend of dragons alive, passing the fascination from one generation to the next. What is it about dragons that has captured our collective psyche for so long? The detailed carvings and statues found in ancient structures suggest a deep reverence and fear for these mythical creatures. Could it be that these stories are echoes of a time when humans shared the planet with creatures far grander and more terrifying than anything we know today? The prehistoric landscape was home to many large and fearsome animals, some of which may have inspired the dragon myth. These are the questions we will explore as we venture into the realm of dragons. Join us as we uncover the truth behind the legends and discover the real creatures that may have inspired the myth of the dragon. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence suggesting a possible basis in reality for dragons is their ubiquity across diverse cultures. These mythical creatures, often depicted as large, serpentine beings with formidable powers, appear in the folklore and legends of civilizations separated by vast distances and time periods. The question arises, how did such similar creatures come to be imagined by so many different cultures? From the soaring dragons of Chinese mythology to the fearsome wyverns of European folklore, the dragon's image has been a powerful symbol in human history. In China, dragons are celebrated in festivals and dances, embodying the spirit of the nation. Meanwhile, in Europe, dragons are often depicted in medieval art and literature as fearsome adversaries to be vanquished by brave knights. These serpentine creatures appear in legends from every corner of the globe. In ancient scrolls and manuscripts, dragons are illustrated with intricate details, showcasing the importance of these creatures in cultural storytelling. Folklore festivals around the world often feature dragon motifs, highlighting their enduring presence in human imagination. This widespread presence of dragon lore across continents, languages, and historical periods hints at a shared origin, perhaps rooted in genuine encounters with real animals. Some scholars suggest that the discovery of dinosaur fossils may have inspired dragon myths, as ancient people tried to make sense of the enormous bones they unearthed. Others believe that large reptiles, such as crocodiles or Komodo dragons, could have sparked these legends. In ancient China, dragons were revered as benevolent, godlike beings associated with good fortune, prosperity, and the life-giving forces of nature. They were intricately carved into temples and palaces, symbolizing their protective and auspicious qualities. The dragon's image was omnipresent in Chinese culture, from architecture to art, reflecting its deep-rooted significance. They were believed to control the weather, bringing rain for crops and guarding waterways. The dragon's association with water and agriculture underscores its role as a guardian of the natural world, ensuring the well-being of the people. Dragon boat races, still celebrated today, are a testament to the enduring legacy of these mythical creatures in Chinese culture. Chinese emperors adopted the dragon as a symbol of imperial power, believing themselves to be descendants of these celestial creatures. The dragon became a representation of the emperor's divine right to rule, and its image was prominently displayed in imperial regalia and architecture. This connection between the dragon and the emperor reinforced the creature's status as a symbol of authority and protection. Across the world in Europe, dragons were often portrayed as malevolent beasts, guardians of treasure or damsels in distress, their defeat a common motif in heroic tales. These dragons were depicted as fearsome adversaries embodying chaos and danger. The stories of knights slaying dragons became popular allegories for the triumph of good over evil, courage over fear. These European dragons, often depicted with wings and fiery breath, were symbols of chaos and danger, their presence a threat to be overcome. The dramatic landscapes and stormy skies in which these dragons were set added to their menacing aura. Caves and mountains, often associated with dragon lairs, became symbols of the unknown and the perilous. Despite their vastly different cultural interpretations, the core imagery of a serpentine, powerful and often flying creature remains strikingly consistent. This consistency suggests a universal human fascination with these mythical beings, transcending cultural boundaries. Festivals and celebrations around the world continue to honor dragons, showcasing their enduring appeal. This shared archetype suggests that the dragon myth may have sprung from a common source, perhaps encounters with creatures that instilled both awe and terror in our ancestors. Ancient cave paintings and fossilized remains of large reptiles provide tantalizing clues to the origins of these myths. Whether inspired by real animals or born from the depths of human imagination, dragons remain one of the most captivating and enduring symbols in human history. Moving beyond mythology, we encounter numerous historical accounts written by scholars, explorers, and chroniclers who claim to have witnessed dragons or dragon-like creatures firsthand. These accounts span across various cultures and time periods, suggesting a widespread belief in the existence of such creatures. From the misty highlands of Scotland to the dense jungles of Africa, tales of dragons have been recorded with striking consistency. While some of these accounts may be attributed to exaggeration, misidentification, or outright fabrication, others offer intriguing glimpses into the possibility that dragon lore was rooted in actual encounters. For instance, some historians suggest that sightings of large reptiles, such as crocodiles or monitor lizards, could have been misinterpreted as dragons. Additionally, the discovery of dinosaur fossils might have fueled the imagination of ancient peoples, leading them to believe in the existence of dragons. One such account comes from the Roman historian Pliny the Elder, who in his natural history described a type of serpent found in Ethiopia known as the Draco. Pliny's work, a comprehensive compilation of the knowledge of his time, includes detailed descriptions of various animals, plants, and minerals. His mention of the Draco is particularly fascinating because it suggests that the concept of dragons was not limited to European folklore but was also present in African cultures. According to Pliny, these creatures possessed a venomous breath and the ability to kill elephants by crushing them in their coils. This description aligns with many dragon myths that portray these creatures as powerful and deadly. The idea of a serpent capable of killing an elephant is both terrifying and awe-inspiring, and it is easy to see how such stories could capture the imagination of people living in ancient times. While Pliny's descriptions may have been influenced by existing dragon lore, the level of detail he provides suggests he was drawing on first-hand accounts or local beliefs based on real animals. It is possible that the Draco was a real species of snake that has since gone extinct, or it could have been a particularly large and aggressive specimen of a known species. Either way, Pliny's account adds a layer of credibility to the idea that dragons, or dragon-like creatures, once roamed the earth. Another compelling account comes from the 12th century English historian William of Newburgh, who recorded a story of a monstrous dragon that terrorized the countryside near the town of Alnwick. Newbury's writings are considered some of the most important historical records of medieval England, and his account of the dragon is one of the earliest and most detailed descriptions of such a creature in English literature. According to Newburgh, this creature poisoned the air with its breath and devoured people and livestock before being slain by a local lord. The story of the Alnwick dragon is a classic example of the dragon-slaying myth, which is a common theme in many cultures. The idea of a brave hero defeating a fearsome dragon has been a popular motif in literature and folklore for centuries, symbolizing the triumph of good over evil. While it is impossible to verify these accounts definitively, they highlight the prevalence of dragon sightings throughout history and the belief among many learned individuals that these creatures were real. The consistency of these stories across different cultures and time periods suggests that there may be a kernel of truth to the dragon myth. Whether these creatures were real animals that have since gone extinct or simply the product of human imagination, the enduring fascination with dragons is a testament to their powerful hold on our collective psyche. These historical accounts, often recorded by respected figures of their time, add further weight to the possibility that dragons, or at least creatures that inspired the dragon myth, may have existed. The detailed descriptions and consistent themes found in these accounts suggest that the belief in dragons was not merely a product of superstition, but may have been based on real experiences and observations. As we continue to explore the mysteries of our past, the legend of the dragon remains one of the most intriguing and enduring stories in human history.